So should we bring in Peter?
Yes, we should.
Peter, you've been so patient. Thank you for hanging out.
Hey, how are you?
Doing well. Thanks. Now, where are you joining us from?
I'm sitting in Prague actually at the moment. Yeah.
In Prague. Oh, very nice. Okay.
All right, so we're going to bring your slides to screen and we're going to duck out.
All right. So hello everyone. I will just spend a couple minutes talking about platform engineering and how to actually make it lovable by your developers. I hope I will find out how to move to the next slide. Okay, so basically some 67% of application developers have no clue how to automate infrastructure. This is some data coming from a Slash Data developer survey. And the thing is what kind of impact it does have and why does it happen. Basically, guys have been talking about service mesh. So if you take a look at the CNCF landscape, how many tools you need to integrate in order to provide a full cloud native platform, especially if you're living in a hybrid cloud or multi-cloud world. The number of tools is overwhelming, and it's a lot of knowledge that have to be carried out, and the question is by whom. If you expect actually application developers to learn and write Terraform, Ansible, Puppet, if you name it, scripts, to accompany their delivery, that's gonna impact their planning sessions significantly, because they will either try to offload the work to some DevOps member of the team, or the worst case scenario, they will have to actually ask some centralized team to carry out the work through the tickets. Therefore, the estimates are growing significantly, and that's why all those delivery actually are getting longer and longer. And somebody is actually complaining where the world has been way easier 20 years ago. Why does it happen? Well, fragmentation across multiple tools and clouds. If you consider hybrid cloud software delivery, you typically have a very different setup on-prem and with some cloud provider. The cognitive overhead that is actually put on developers is huge. They can, of course, learn whatever kind of language, but the question is, are there actually subject matter experts on infrastructure operations and provisioning? If not, who is doing the work? That leads to unpredictable timelines. And last but not least, well, how much do you want to actually give to them, when you need to keep an eye on some regulatory governance and compliance. So, of course, platform engineering to the rescue, abstract away complexity. Some centralized team will carry on with actually solving these difficult things for the developers. Golden path, zero trust platforms, all that stuff that's typically well known. Platform engineering itself is just enabler. It's not the silver bullet, because what we see quite often is that platform engineering teams focus on tool automation instead of end-to-end software delivery workflows, which brings a lot of new bottlenecks and constraints, because if you work in some regulated or in some enterprise environment, most likely you cannot execute those scripts locally. If you want to execute them in some cloud environment, most likely you do not have enough permissions to do so. Therefore, you need to leave it through CI pipeline or some later stages. Then you're exposed as a developer to failures, coming from those scripts, and you have no idea what those errors are actually saying, because you don't understand the infra language. Not talking about the fact that if you as a developer want to, for example, customize the way how you automate namespace provisioning in Kubernetes, that's kind of a difficult task. The way out, I would recommend focus on software delivery lifecycle. Most likely within larger organizations, you do not have a single SDLC. You have multiple of those, because not all applications are created equal, and you need to think about the workflow and about the concrete specific shape of a DevOps infinity loop within that given SDLC, and focus on streamlining the workflow, automating the transitions between the individual workflow steps, and therefore how to abstract away the end-to-end workflow, onboarding from the developer perspective, and of course, all of that within with some built-in compliance. And you should actually aim higher. I believe that over 90% of what everything has to be automated can be automated, and developer onboarding times to those platforms should be really short, and following developer experience surveys should help you with that. All of that reaching to better estimates within the individual sprints, and therefore shorter time to market. And that's all from Code Now for today. Thank you.
Thank you, Peter.
Thank you so much. And thank you for being a sponsor of Cube Crash and helping us make today possible. Everybody should go check out Code Now.
Awesome.
Yes.